Are for. Eagles must have the courage to do what is right, no matter what other people do or say. The red of the Eagle badge represents courage. The first obligation of an Eagle Scout is to serve others, for a leader is above all a servant. The practice of the daily good turn leads the Eagle Scout to a lifetime of service. He knows that only in giving of himself does he give anything of value. Just as it always has, the scroll on his badge represents service. The final obligation of an Eagle Scout is to have vision. As a leader, he must now blaze his own trail. Just as the bald eagle soaring above the ground can look far into the distance, so too the Eagle Scout must look far into the future. Many people will follow him. Only with vision will he lead them in the right direction. The silver eagle hanging from his badge reminds the Eagle Scout of vision. These are the obligations of the Eagle Scout: honor, loyalty, courage, service, and vision. With these qualities, he can lead his troop, his community, his nation towards a better tomorrow. Now it is time for our highlight of this program, the presentation of an Eagle Scout Award. I'd like people to come forward to make these appropriate presentations.
Becoming Eagle Scout was a goal of mine ever since I joined Scouts in the first grade. I know the skills that I have learned from Scouting will help me later in life. I have been many places with Scouts: England, Washington, D.C., and of course summer camp. Out of everything that I have learned and done with Scouts, my favorite thing was rock climbing up at summer camp because it's physically straining, or it's really fun, just free rappelling off the tower, and when you get to the top, it's a great feeling. I would like to thank everyone for all their support and help me along the way.
Becoming an Eagle Scout is not the end of the journey. It's merely a beginning. As an Eagle, you have far greater responsibilities than you had before. To explain these responsibilities, I'd like Matt to come forward and give the Eagle Scout charge.
Okay, we're here tonight to celebrate Ryan's great success. And now it's my job to turn that success into more successes throughout the rest of his life. So how can he be successful? What's the secret? It's simple: be a failure. That may seem like strange advice, but when you think about it, when you've been failing ever since you became a scout. Remember the first time you built a fire? You failed, didn't you? What about the first hike? The one that ended in some sore muscles and blisters? You didn't win the first time when you ran for patrol leader, and when you did win, you made plenty of mistakes when you tried to lead your patrol. You're not the only one who has failed. Thomas Edison discovered 1,800 ways not to make a light bulb before he invented one that worked. Babe Ruth struck out 1,330 times on his way to hitting the record-setting 714 home runs. And Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Abraham Lincoln dropped out of school, lost 2 elections for the House of Representatives, lost 2 elections for the Senate, and became president. But none of these failures let these men down. Instead, they learned from their mistakes, improved themselves, went on to enjoy great success. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to fail. Remember, if you try something and fail, you're vastly better off than if you tried nothing and succeeded.
The Eagle Promise. As our court of honor began tonight, you joined with your fellow scouts in repeating the Scout Oath. Now you will stand alone and repeat the new oath, the Eagle Scout Promise. Through the words you say are similar to those you've said for so many times before, tonight they will mean more to you than they ever have. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your oath with the words which close the Declaration of Independence. Would all Eagle Scouts please stand and repeat the promise with pride. Repeat after me. Please make the Scout sign. I reaffirm my allegiance
I reaffirm my allegiance
to the 3 points of the Scout Oath.
to the 3 points of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize
I thoughtfully recognize
and take upon myself
and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities
the obligations and responsibilities
of an Eagle Scout.
of an Eagle Scout.
On my honor, I will do my best
On my honor, I will do my best
to make my training an example,
to make my training an example,
my rank, my influence,
my rank, my influence,
count strongly for better scouting
and strongly for better Scout,
and for better citizenship
and for better citizenship
in my troop,
in my troop,
in my community,
in my community,
in my contacts with other people.
and my contact with other people.
You may be seated.
Today has been a very special day. Mom and Dad, dear,
I'd like to say thanks to my mom, so I got her a pin here that I'm going to pin on her. There's one for my dad too. And then also one for Kenny here.